this. I want to clarify too, this is not about gun control. Today, this is not about politics. This is about human lives that were lost. There was 49 of them that day that were lost simply because of hate. I don't want that message to get lost tonight. Sorry, I'm just...
We're all gathered here tonight following Sunday morning's horrendous attack at a gay nightclub in Orlando, where 49 gay men and women were struck down and dozens of more seriously injured in a scene of unimaginable violence. We gather sharing a variety of emotions: disgust, disbelief, sorrow, anger, hurt, and we feel attacked personally. Tonight reminds me of another evening when the people of Ottawa gathered in this park about 15 years ago, less than 2 weeks after the attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. The evening was originally to be one of celebration. We were going to celebrate a year of Lincoln, which was a year-long celebration that would end with the installation of the Lincoln and Douglas statues, bronze statues that you see behind you. But the events of September 11, 2001 changed the tone of that evening dramatically. I spoke that evening, and the feelings I expressed then are much the same as I feel now. The attack on the patrons of the Orlando Club was really an attack on all of us, really an attack on all civilized people. This time the attack was on a gay club, but it could have been a Jewish synagogue or a women's health center, an elementary school, even a Muslim elementary school. The motivation in so many of these cases seems to be based on an intolerance for people who are different from themselves, whether it's their ethnicity, their religion, their color, or their sexual orientation. We as a nation have to get over that intolerance. We have to be united in recognizing the dignity of every citizen and his or her right to live life as he or she chooses, so long as not to interfere with the rights of others. We are all free, for example, to practice a religion, but we are not free to force our beliefs upon others. I would caution it's very easy to become intolerant of those who we think are intolerant. We should remember that we as a nation have a history of oppression and intolerance. It took us a long time to get where we are today. Over 150 years ago, millions of black men, women, and children were the slaves to their white masters. In fact, that was the real topic of the debate that was held here in this square in 1858. And in my lifetime in parts of this country, blacks still had to sit at the back of the bus and use separate but equal water fountains. When our founding fathers wrote all men are created equal, it didn't really mean women, and it would be over 150 years until women had the right to vote. And there were times when gay men and women could not openly share that love that dared not speak its name. And I personally remember my grandmother who just despised mixed marriages, and this is how bad it was. She wasn't talking about a black man marrying a white woman or a Protestant marrying a Catholic. To her, a mixed marriage was a German Catholic marrying an Italian Catholic. So we have come a long way. But our progress has been incremental, and I think we have to remember that for other peoples and nations and cultures, their progress too will be instrumental. We've been pretty lucky in this country to have the freedoms that a lot of nations don't share. So, what is the takeaway from tonight? Aside from a moment of silence, how can we honor those whose lives were so tragically ended? I'm not sure, other than maybe a few things. One, let's not fall backwards. The protection of our civil rights requires constant vigilance. Two, we should support candidates who seek to unite, not divide us. As Lincoln said in this very park, a house divided against itself cannot stand. And I do think we need to support candidates who support common sense gun legislation.
All right, I'd like everyone to sing along with me if you know the words. I think it's important that we all stand together especially today.
Has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light that we see. I won't cry, be afraid, no, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look on should tumble and fall, and the mountains should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long